Hi everyone, Stephanie here from the Michigan State University Veterinary Medical Center Rehabilitation Service. This is part 2 video on passive range of motion. Today I'm going to demonstrate the correct technique for passive range of motion on the pelvic limb or the rear limbs on a dog. So when working on the pelvic limb, the first thing you want to do is make sure that the dog is in a comfortable position. We usually prefer lateral recumbency when they're laying on their side. Want to make sure that you're performing this technique at a time of the day when your dog is naturally relaxed. So don't do it during meal times or walking times, that sort of thing. We want to make sure that this limb is in a comfortable position. So I like to use a rolled towel down to help support the limb, and especially when the dogs have really long legs. So what you want to do is start at the toes and work your way up the limb. I start on the toes, I do each toe individually, then I go to the tarsus or the hock, then I go up to the knee, and then I go up to the hip. So when you're doing passive range of motion, you are doing all the work for the dog down. That's why it's called passive. We don't want the dog actually doing any of the work themselves. And so you want to flex and extend each joint, and you support the limb above and below the joint that you're working on. So I have my hands above the toes on the foot here, and then down, stay. And then this hand is going to be working on the joints. And so you just flex until you feel a little bit of resistance, and then you extend until you feel a little bit of resistance. And that resistance is what we call the end feel. You don't want to go beyond the end feel. And so you go through and you do about 15 to 20 flexions and extensions on each joint. I'm just going to do 3 on each joint just for the purpose of this demonstration. And I just go toe by toe, flex and extend, flex and extend. And the movement should be nice and slow and steady. No herky-jerky movements. Flex and extend. Flex and extend. And then we move our way up to the tarsus. So this hand is supporting above the hock. This hand is going to actually do the flexing and the extending. Flex and extend, and flex, and extend. And then we move our way up to the knee. And so I'm supporting the knee with this hand above the joint. This hand is going to come below and flex, and extend, and flex, and extend, and flex, and extend. Then when we're working on the hip, this hand supports above the joint, this hand comes behind, and that's an extension. This is a flexion. This is an extension. This is a flexion. One more. Here's an extension. And then we have one more flexion. So again, we typically do 15 to 20 flexions and extensions per joint. But your veterinarian will be the one to prescribe the amount of repetitions that you should be doing. So if you have any questions about this video, email us at vetrehab at cvm.msu.edu. Thanks. Here you go, Pinkers.